every time you find that you're judging someone, see that person, see the image of that person in that counter, and tell yourself, oops, I'm judging this person. The vacancy is no longer available. This position is permanently closed. Every time we do that, we are rewiring our brain to think differently so that we can focus on something else because our energy goes where the attention goes. Hi, all, welcome to Creating in Abundance. I'm Pooja, and in this one, I'm going to share with you a technique which I have used personally to minimize judgment in my life. And I have shared earlier, right? I have shared a video where I talk about the judgment loop and how it affects you. I definitely suggest you check that out. But in continuation to that video, I further want to talk about judgment because it really affects your life. Imagine that you have 24 hours in a day, right? And majority of the time you are in a thought loop where you are constantly putting someone in judgment, like it's they are inside that counter, the judgment counter, and you're constantly judging their qualities. Now, what it does is that it not only brings you down, it not only brings your vibe down, it not only brings your energy down, but it also does another thing. It holds you back. It takes your energy and it limits you from manifesting and focusing on things that truly matter to you. And that is why like I came up with this technique, because even though we know this thing in theory, right, like judgment is bad. When you judge someone else, it not only holds you back, it is a projection of your internal reality which you're seeing in the external world. And sometimes in order to change that reality, in order to change the reality which we see outside, we can't do it from the same level of thinking or the same level of consciousness that we are in. So, what do we need to do to think differently, to be different? Firstly, we need to break the patterns that we currently are existing in. The current pattern means the pattern in which you are constantly in that low frequency or low vibe mode where you are judging someone, you are critiquing someone, their qualities. It may not be big things, it may be small things, little things here and there every day, right? The more aware or conscious you get of the judgments that we make on a daily basis, even with that knowledge that we have in the background, the more you will be able to redirect it properly if you are ready to do that, right? And I knew that in theory, and I have, because of the awareness level, drastically minimized the judgment that I used to feel towards others for their decisions, because every perspective or like every situation in life has the like it has different angles and different perspectives. What is right from our angle may be supported by the facts or situations or whatever needed to prove that point of view, right? But the same situation can be looked into by someone else, and they can also look into the situation and feel that they are right. They will, in their brain, they will collect evidences and everything like that to justify that what they are feeling is right, which means that there is no point of judgment, right? There is no point of judgment. It's just a point of view and the perception or the angle from which the person is looking at the situation. So first of all, just knowing that it is just the perception or the angle through which you're looking at the situation makes it easy, right? Even like if you go to a court, like every like crime or like whatever that happens in the court, there is two sides to it, right? And like like there is lawyers towards for like each person who is assigned to fight their case so that they can support their point of view. So there is nothing like black and white, like everything is a gray area. So first of all, that frees our mind, which means that if like we are feeling misunderstood, it is because the person on the other side does not share the same perspective or point of view that we share. Does that mean that we are incorrect? No, we are not incorrect. We get to have our own point of view. We get to have our own perception as to how to look at that situation or thing. Similarly, for the other person, do you think that person is incorrect? No. They are just looking at that situation, they're just looking at that perspective from a different point of view. That's it. So, keeping that in mind, now like we need to break the pattern, right? Break the pattern that we currently live in. Break the pattern of constantly judging someone, because it only holds us back, drains us, lowers our vibe, lowers our energy. So is it worth it? Is it worth it spending your energy, time, effort and everything in focusing on where you are not feeling supported, or where you are feeling misunderstood, or where you are feeling, like where you're feeling you are not fully accepted? Or would you accept the fact for what it is, get an understanding that maybe the person is looking at it from a different light or angle, and then move to the next step? So what I did to overcome this, so that I minimize this pattern of judging someone, is that just like we assign someone for a position, right? Like there is a vacancy. Imagine in your mind that every time you judge someone, that person is literally in that counter, and like you are like a lawyer, and like you are literally interrogating that person. Like every time you judge someone, create that image in your mind that someone is in the counter and you are the lawyer, and you're literally judging them really hard, interrogating them. Have that image in your mind, and now every time you find that you're judging someone, see that person, see the image of that person in that counter, and tell yourself, oops, I'm judging this person. The vacancy is no longer available. This position is permanently closed. Every time we do that, we are rewiring our brain to think differently, so that we can focus on something else, because our energy goes where the attention goes. So if you are not paying attention to this judgment, if you're not paying attention to like things which brings you down, your attention is definitely going to go somewhere else. Where is it going to go? It's going to go in places where you proactively want it to go, consciously want it to go. So rather than focusing on that, use that mental space to visualize the life you want, to visualize the best relationship, to visualize that you are in harmony with that person if that relationship matters to you, or visualize something else about a better reality that you're already living, right? So, this not only brings your awareness back to yourself, minimizes judgment, and makes you feel at peace, centered with yourself again, but then it also allows you to shift your focus on things that you truly desire and want. And what is it that you desire and want? You want to be happy, prosperous, centered, and focus on things that you truly want in your life. Manifest the dream career, the family, the relationship, the health, right? So, the more we do this, gradually you will rewire yourself, and slowly this pattern of judgment will start being less and less frequent. So, this is what I wanted to share with you today. If this was helpful, definitely like and subscribe, and tell me how you are going to use this method. If you have not joined the Abundance Queen community yet, I highly suggest you do. And until next time, peace, much love, and please keep on creating your inner abundance. Bye.